Crew team, welcome to DayZ. Welcome to Sakhal. Welcome to the White Cloud server. Welcome to Severomorsk. So this is Severomorsk, which is kind of like think probably Electro. I guess is what we're looking at, but obviously it's got some very interesting things about it, and it's kind of split up a little bit. So you have the port side frontage, which has a couple of interesting things in it: petrol station, uh, an pub restaurant, a supermarket, and fire station. And then you have back from that, you have a number of apartments. You have the kind of cathedral, large church, which is a cemetery, and you have on one side, on the east side, you have medical, and on the west side you have police. And then marching up into the hills is a couple of little, well, more than a couple. There's some spur roads with some some houses and townhouses and sheds and various other bits and pieces. So here we are. This is what it looks like, and it kind of all trudges off over that way. And there's the sun again. So yeah, there it is marching off into the distance. You can't quite see. Oh yes, you can. There's police over there. You can see that there are medical tents and also there are military tents on that side of the port. There is a fire station. There is the gas station. There is a statue, a little tech building. There's the supermarket we were just talking about. And there is medical nestled down there, and there is the rest of the port buildings and everything else. So what we'll do is we'll split this up into a few little bits and pieces, and we'll have a look at some of the things that are here, including these new assets, these new apartment blocks, which are not flat roofed. You can't get out on the roofs. There's no edge, so don't walk off. And there's an owl. There's a big owl. We'll talk about that. We'll have a look at these because they're a new asset. That you've not seen before. The rest of it sort of, is what it is. It's houses, it's sheds, it's various other bits and pieces. It's all the stuff that you have been used to seeing before. And there's some garages over there and a few other places that carry on. So what we will do is we will go and have a look. And we'll maybe start by doing the port side. We'll see you in a minute. Right, here we are down by the waterfront. So the road splits, and you have the road that comes down here by the waterfront. You can see that it marches off in that direction down to the port. Little pier out there, etc., etc. So we're just going to head down here. We're going to have a look at what's down here at the front. You've got lots of these big old industrial things. You've probably seen these before. If you've been around the Cherno maps and things, we've got some new stuff like this burnt down asset, which is pretty good. I like this, nice touch. Usual kind of industrial whatnot, bits and pieces. Z there. Don't know if it heard me. Got occasionally some of these little buildings scattered around. And we're running into a bunch of Zeds down there, which we will do when we head in towards the port area, because the port area is more populated with Zeds. And got this wreck down here by the coast. I think we gave that one the slip. You got this, I call it the tech building. It's like a technical training institute or something like that. Got a whole row of sheds down the front, and then this brings you along down here towards this pier, and then ultimately down here towards where fire is, which, as I said before, fire, good place to go if you want good insulation clothing. The firefighting clothing, the firefighters clothing is good gear, so you might want to get into that. There's usually a whole bunch of Zeds around fire. It might be out the front. One of these weird loop things. Should have seen that in some of the northern areas of Cherno. And we've got a whole raft of medical and military. I'm not going to head down there just because there's so many Zeds. I'll spend so much time running around dodging Zeds and killing Zeds, and that's not really what this this feature is about, as it were. And I don't think I can get up on this because I would need to drop something. Let's see if I drop my bag. There we go. Get up here. We can have a look without getting bothered. So there you go. The road carries on. There's a couple of medical tents. Medical tents on this side, military tents on this side, and there's some stuff in those little buildings. Then this is sort of the end of this bit. It does loop on a little bit around the corner. Drop my map. Gonna need to go find my map again. So yeah, there are a couple of things around there that you can go and have a look at. And then there's up on the inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on into the inside, and we will have a look at the inside. Hello again. My map is in my bag, of course. So this is the inside road, the inner road. You can see there's police. So the road loops around. You got some of these townhouse assets that are through here. And you've got police, and I'm just dodging the police people that are just wandering around out there. We'll just take a little loop around them. Fire. Quite quiet of fire people. Firefighters. Usually fire tends to be quite busy with firefighters. There you go. I can't jump that fence. I have too much gear on to jump fences, and this is what I said to you if you get stuck. There's a lot more fences in this map, and they're intact. So you know, all around fire is intact fences. So if you can't didn't really go the way I wanted it, that one. Oh man. Alright, there you go. Solutions to fences. Petrol station. Lots of Zeds, as you can see. Lots of Zeds around. More Zeds in here than you might find in Cherno, I would say. And down here by the statue of this fella. Playing darts, or whatever he's doing. What are you doing? Throwing something? Can't really see the light behind the mountain. The light in this map is quite interesting and quite difficult. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like he's about to punch somebody. Hard to say. We're heading off now towards medical. So down past the petrol station. There's also an awful lot of Zeds around medical, so we're gonna just go up the back and have a look at the back of medical. Because I don't want to set too many people off. Like I said, we're not here to go over that. So there's the back of medical. Lots of Zeds, there's pipes wandering around. I assume that might be the geothermal stuff. And we'll head inside where the light's a little bit more sensible. Now these are the new apartment blocks. Now there's a right side and a left side. The right side, by which I mean there's a door here. So this is the left side, and then there's a door over there. That is the right side. If you come in through the left-hand side, the apartments are accessible on, I believe, every level. And they're multi-room apartments. They're more like apartments. The layouts might be a little odd. There's no actual bedroom in this apartment, for example. So the layouts might be a bit weird, but they are, you know, more like actual apartments. They have this. Oh no, can't get in on that level. On this side, on this level. Again, a little bit more. You've got this kind of bed set apartments. It's kind of weird. Anyway, maybe this is how they make them in wherever they make them here. And then you have this, and this you can either climb that, take you onto the roof, which is where we started, or you can go through here, and this will take you onto the other side, which is the right-hand side. But this is the only apartment, as far as I can figure, that's accessible on the right-hand side. Is this top one? That will take you out to the roof. And then the rest of this apartment block is all closed off. There is no way through to the apartments on that side. Oh, there is on this level. And I haven't found much in the way of loot, to be fair. So I don't know if there's a vast amount of loot. I probably wouldn't expect it. There's not a vast amount of loot in the apartments on any of the other maps. So I wouldn't go for holding your breath. What's making that noise out here? I think it's the hare, the rabbit. Right, okay. So that is that, and just over here on this side, so is the big cathedral. So this is the big cathedral in the middle with the cemetery around it, barrels, etc., etc. And up behind here is these block of garages. A couple more apartments marching off, and this is where the dairy hunting, whatever you want to call it, is up here. Might find some goodies in there. It's a scrap car. Some more sheds and bits and pieces. So what we're going to do is I'll just mooch on up to let's have a look on the map. So we're just up here. So we'll go and have a quick look at some of the houses around the eastern side, around the southern side, and where water is, and then around this side. And then we'll go and have a look at the edge of the industrial before the next town on that side. And that'll do us for Severomorsk. So we'll see you in a minute. Right, so this is the eastern side. It's up on the rocky outcrop. So you've got to be up here in amongst the rocks. And, you know, again, like a lot of these places, bit of a maze, lots of fences, lots of ruined cars, lots of house assets, lots of Zeds. You know, but that obviously then means there's lots of opportunities for loot. Garages, places to hang out, all kinds of various other bits and pieces. And like I say, lots of Zeds. Oh, she doesn't want to come any closer to me. Hello, you do though. Is this your sister? Yeah. Granny's tough, man. The maid they call her. Anyway, ooh, lots of stuff. How nice. So yeah, here you go. Lots of houses, lots of bits and pieces, lots of stuff, and some Zeds. Right, we're going to head over to the south side, and we're going to find water. Right, welcome to the south side. Severomorsk, that is. Usual kind of stuff. Houses, townhouses, garages. There's lots of options in Severomorsk. Quite a nice variety. There's some houses up there scattered along, out of the way. And you probably heard, maybe you didn't, there's goats over on the other side, over on the east side. Probably a bit far away to here now. And you come up here in Severomorsk, You have this little industrial up here at the top, and there's a little house right here at the very top, which, you know, is a favorite for people. And here's the tract of water. Water's a little bit out of the way in Severomorsk, right up at the very top. Here it is, right up here. And I can't even read it. The light is dreadful. Aptipakavia or something. The light on the map is very interesting. Obviously, when you're very far north, and the sun is in the more southerly part of the map, which makes sense if you're in the far north. If you're in the far north, the sun would be to your south, and the days would be very short. The light is not very good. So when you're actually on the map in the north, you have this weird sort of semi-twilight situation going on a lot of the time, which is really frustrating from a visual perspective, from someone trying to make you YouTube content, because it makes it very difficult to actually see, and it obviously doesn't help that you get snow falling quite as often as you do. But anyway, here we are. So this was the southern tip of the map, which is heading up the hill, right? And then you have this this side here, which is just on the other side of the church. So we'll go and have a quick look at what's on the other side of the church, and then we'll have a look at the far western side of Severomorsk, and then that'll be it. I'll see you in a minute. Right, here we are on the south side. There's a big selection of units here with lots of stuff in. There's a couple of the apartment blocks. The church, I think you can just see the church cathedral is just over there. So there's houses, apartments, there's these industrial sheds, there's more industrial sheds here. There's these new like townhouse apartment assets, I guess, perhaps you would call them. I'm not sure. This is the edge. That is where police was, if you remember. And we'll just we'll quickly head out. I know the light's not super. I can only apologize again. I've run out of combat knife, so it would be good if I had something to actually attack people with that was other than an axe. But I think the axe or the hatchet maybe all that I have for now. It's not in great condition either. Another one of those burnt down assets. The big, I guess it's a coal something, coal processing, coal milling, distributing, don't know. This is part of that part of the docks. So there's somebody heard me over there. Gonna come rolling down here. There's can I open it? Thank you. Knife in here? No, camo. That's not what I want. So yeah, so you have this industrial side, very industrial side. Oh, determined she is, determined. And down here right by the water. And the cranes. Got the big loading cranes. You got this big wreck boat. Should we go and have a look at the big wreck boat? Let's go and have a look at the big wreck boat. There you go. Here's the big wreck boat. It's similar in a lot of ways to one that is on Cherno out by the islands. But I don't think... I mean, you might be able to climb onto it, but you gotta get in the water. And getting in the water is getting wet, and I don't want to get wet. And what is really going to be on there? You're not going to find anything super strange, startling, or magic on there. But this is Severomorsk, and this is the end of Severomorsk as the sun rises over in the east. Let's have a look. Severomorsk. Bigger than Rudnogorsk? There's more houses. There's more houses. There's more houses here than there are over there. But I'd say the port is bigger at Rudnogorsk. And I think that's it until we get around to Petropavlovsk. So Severomorsk port, which isn't too bad. We're out here by the boat wreck, by the way. Yeah, and there's a few more industrial buildings on the inside, like we've said. An awful lot more houses in Severomorsk, so probably a greater chance of loot and or potentially bumping into people. Plus you've got there's not many towns that have all three of medical, fire and police, and indeed the dairy hunting store. So that's probably the best thing about Severomorsk. So if you do spawn in Severomorsk, pretty good in a lot of ways, pretty perhaps hazardous in other ways, but there you go. So there you go, Severomorsk. I do hope you like this video. I do hope it is useful to you. Please do click the like button if it is, and you would like to see more. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you would like to apply to join the White Cloud server, please see the instructions below the video, and I will see you all again real soon. Ta-ta for now. PlayStation